Hello everyone, welcome to the live streams of Global Trade Live. Today is 3rd June and right now we are in pre-NY session here. Just got a little late today. Okay, so let's see here, what do we have? Alright. Okay, so let's go to the daily time frame over here in GBP/JPY. Looks like okay, so alright. So it looks like that GBP/JPY has just broke the high of the previous candle over here and now it's moving up, and I think in the weekly it just made a liquidity wick over here and can move a little bit up. So if we calculate this range over here, then this is around 36 pips of range at this point, and and our 4 is also moving up. Previous candle just closed bullish above this zone over here, and this candle has just made a lower wick, and it was moving up but it's just retracing back a little bit. So I think we can see a bullish move in GBP/JPY. So yeah, that's what I think here. Because if we talk about the hourly time frame here, then this is the point where GJ can be heading towards to. Yeah, this is the point over here, which is around 10-12 pips right now. Okay, let's just do one thing. Let's just remove everything over here and reanalyze everything. So this is the monthly candle over here, and it looks like that. Okay, so now there is a clear picture here. So this was the monthly resistance at this point, which is matching exactly towards the left over here, and the previous month candle just closed above this area over here, this resistance over here, and the current month's candle just came down, created a liquidity wick over here, and starts to move up now. And if we just switch to the weekly here, let's see what do we have in the weekly time frame. Alright, so according to the weekly, this is the resistance over here, and the previous week's candle just closed above that resistance, and the current week candle is just creating a wick, rejecting this area, now moving up. So that means in monthly we are in bullish momentum, in weekly we are in bullish momentum. So let's go to the daily over here. So if we talk about the daily time frame, then it's kind of difficult in daily. So in daily it's it's the Let me just give it another trend line over here. So this is the highest point and resistance for the daily time frame from the left, and if we go back here, then it just rejected this area. It went up, now it just came down to this level over here, which is from the left, and it just started to reject that level, and now it's moving far away from this level over here. So if it's moving up, then what will be the target point for GBP JPY and daily? So it will be around here, which is 156.047. So if we go to the 4 hour over here, then we can see that the previous 4 hour candle just closed above this area over here. Let me just readjust these in the 4 hour, then we can have a clear look at this point. Okay, I think yeah, this is the perfect point over here. So the previous 4 hour candle, hello Nishchal, how are you? So the previous 4 hour candle just closed above this area, over here, and the current 4 hour candle has just made kind of a liquidity wick here at this point, and it's pointing towards up. So if the 4 hour candle is moving up and leaving this area, then what will be the target point in 4 hour? I think the nearest target point will be around here, because it's matching with the left, right? So in the 4 hour, GJ can go to this point and then it can go further up. So if we just switch back to the 1 hour here, let's see. Okay, yeah, so I think in the 1 hour time frame also we can go up to this level over here from the left, and right now it can just come down, create a support, and then it can go up, because whenever earlier also GJ just went up, came down, and then moved up. So here it can do the same. Let's go in the 30 minutes over here, and let's just mark our areas. Okay, so if we talk about the 30-minute time frame, then we have this support from the left over here, and the previous candle just rejected that same area, and these candles also respected that area. They didn't closed above, they closed below, and this candle just closed above this area, this support from the left, and the previous candle respected that area, and the current candle is kind of struggling in going up. So let's see if this candle closes above this range over here, this blue line over here, then I think we can execute a buy trade, when maybe impulsive buy trade. And so this is the idea for buys in GBP-JPY, and I think that GBP-JPY will be moving up today, because look at this thing here. This is the exact same area from the left where it just rejected earlier also. This is the area here, and if we just take this to this level over here, then we will have our zone. And as you can see that earlier also, whenever GJ just tapped into this zone over here, it went up. Here, tapped into this zone, went up, tapped into this zone, went up. So I really think that this area will be a rejection area, a good rejection area, and GJ should be moving up. So we are 23 pips. So now I have an idea here for my trade, and I'll be ready to execute buys in GJ. Because what I can do is I can just 15-16 pips. Okay, so what I can do here is that once a candle breaks the high of the previous candle over here, I can execute a buy trade and I can keep my stop loss under this area over here, because I know that uh, if GJ is going up, then it has to respect this area over here. So yeah, that's the idea for buys. And if I talk about sells, then if GJ closes below this area 155.624, then it can retrace back a little bit and then go down, but the range is not so good over here, so can't say anything because the range is really not good here in GJ. No, I think it's around 15-16 pips of range is here, so yeah, we can take that thing up. But my bias is bias for GJ. I'll be looking for bias because I really think that this area will be rejection area and GBP JPY will be moving up. 1 hour, in the next 1 hour candle maybe. So we have 4 minutes left for this 1 hour candle to close. So maybe we can see a upward move in the next 1 hour candle. Okay, so this was about GJ over here, and if we go to 30 minutes, then this is the clean range. If I execute a sell here, then I'll be having 14-15 pips of range. But are the sells logical here? I really don't know. Let's see. If we just draw a trend line. Okay, so this area is matching. Hello Abhishek, how are you? Sorry. So yeah, if the trend line is matching with this area over here, so let's see where it can go. Okay, this 1 hour candle just exactly rejected this area from the trend line and moved down. Alright. and this candle just closed bearish, and the next candle can break the low and finally come down. Let's see if it's, but the thing is that GBP JPY is in a buy trend, so it may retrace back a little bit, but I really don't think that it will be coming down. It can come down to this level only, and so let's see here how much big is our range. Let's see here. So if this candle breaks below this low over here and we take a buy, or sorry, we could take a sell, then we will only be having around 12 pips. 12.6 is there, but I know that maximum will be having 10-11 pips, so no point. I'm not going to take a sell trade here, and I'll be just looking for buys, because I think that it will be going up as looking to the left. So I'll just stick to my buys and I will go with the buy trade. Look, it rejected this area earlier. It may just reject this area now, and once the candle starts to move up, I'll just take a buy at this point, because I think this R candle should be moving up. Because the thing is, from the left, whenever the market just hit this area, it did not waited for so long and it just went up right away. Here also you can see right away it just went up. Here also right away went up. Here also, here also. So yeah, so this was coming down, so that's why at this point it did not go up, it just came down. But when it was moving up, look at this thing over here. This was a 20 pip range over here. So there's a very high chance that maybe sellers will be getting trapped here and it will be moving up. So I'll wait. And what I'm thinking is, okay, so let's just suppose that GJ will be rejecting this area and just came down to this level, right? So what happens if that happens here? So if GJ is going down at this point, so the thing is, GBP JPY will be stay in the sell direction below 155.471, and it will be stay above in the buy direction above 155.624. So I'll just trade GJ like that only. Let's go to gold here. Okay, gold looks like dropping and GBP JPY is kind of rejecting. That's a good sign over here. So the idea is, if this candle closes bullish and the next candle breaks the high of the previous candle, then I'm going to take a buy trade. I will not take this range into consideration because I will be anticipating that the price will be moving all the way up once it starts to move up, and that's why that's the idea. So yeah, let's see here. Gold. Okay, let's just remove everything first. Let's see daily here first. Okay, looks like daily just came down to its level of support. If we go to the weekly, then this will be the point here. Let's remove this. Yeah. Okay, so daily is rejecting this area. Let's look at the left. When the gold rejected this area, what happened? So it came all the way down, moving all the way up. Now it want gold needs a support to be formed, right? So what I really think is that gold may just come back to this point over here around 1859.61, and eventually it will start to move up after this area over here. So I see gold as a sell, and yeah, I see gold as a sell only, because I really think that gold will be coming down to 1869.61, and we have this clean range here in the 4 hour. This is a zone. Yeah. So right now gold is currently at the zone, and it's creating a upper wick. Yeah, GJ is going up. I'll wait for few more minutes. Let's see, it's 5 minutes here. 5 minutes looks good. But I'll wait for confirmation. So if I get a support forming in 5 minutes, then I think that's the point I can take a trade. It should go up, retrace back a little bit, forms a support, and then should move up. So I want this 15-minute candle to close bullish for my buy execution. Okay, so another thing here is that if this 15-minute candle crosses above the previous 15-minute candle over here, then I think I'm going to execute a trade. Okay, so this 5-minute candle is crossing above this area over here. If we just draw a zone at this point, so looks good to me. I'll just get ready to execute a buy trade in GBP/JPY because I don't want to miss this trade. Let's see where this candle will be closing. I told you that if this candle breaks this high over here, it will be going up. So currently we would have been in 5 pips of profit. But the thing is, I just wanted to be very sure, because this candle could have just wake up, test this area, and starts to move down. So that's why I wanted to see some sort of confirmations here. Because right now it's just moving. Yeah, it should be good. We should be reaching this level soon. So this will be a very good point to execute a trade, because it will not wait here for much long. It will be going up in the next candles. Because if you look on the left, then look, in the all these candles were bullish. So yeah, so once the candle breaks the high, I'll take a buy trade, anticipating that the volume will be pushing the price up. And I'll keep my stop loss under the current candle over here, which will be around 11 pips. And to be very safe, we can keep our stop loss under this candle over here, which is around 12.5 pips. So yeah, okay, so this 5-minute candle just closed bullish over here. Once this 5-minute candle breaks this high over here, I'm gonna execute a buy. So you will be seeing my trade at this point once this candle just breaks the high, because I think it will be going up. So this will be my trade execution point at this. Yeah, this will be my trade execution point, 155.713. And now 4 minutes left. Sorry, for the 15-minute candle to close. I have just executed a buy trade over here. Now anticipating for the price to move up. I just kept my stop loss under this low over here, and it should be moving up without a break. Yeah, it's moving up now. By looking at the left, it can really just move to this level in one single candle, and we have 18 minutes left for that candle to close. So this can be a quick trade in profit or a quick trade of loss. So yeah, so let's see here. I have just executed a buy at, let's see, my entry point is 155.719, around here. Stop loss is below this area, and take profit is, let's say, 10 pips. So now I am totally, relying on the volume for this candle to push up. So yeah. Okay, so now let's talk about how I'm going to manage my risk. This 15-minute candle will be closing in 10 seconds, right? So let's go to 5 minutes here. Okay. I think I'm gonna close half of the trade around, I'll see where will be I closing my trade. So 15-minute candle close bullish, good sign here, and this should be a breakout candle, I think. Yeah, I think this 15-minute candle will be a breakout candle. But this is just an idea, right? So this is a good probability trade over here, but if this trade doesn't work out, then it's absolutely fine. I'm gonna just manage my risk. Okay, looks like rejecting that area. The 5-minute candle should respect this area over here, and then it should starts going up. Let's see how the 1 hour candle is looking like. 1 hour candle looks good. It looks like that the 1 hour candle will be filling its own wick and will be moving up because usually it does that. So I think this wick will be filled by this candle over here, and eventually we will be start to move up. I'm glad that I have just found a trade in GJ except gold, because gold is risky here. But gold is showing us opportunity. Yeah, it should be falling down to this level once it starts to break this area over here. This should be the level. Yeah, gold should be coming down to this level, which is around 64 pips. That's really nice. But I'm not going to enter this trade because I'm already in a trade. So and this will be coming fast here. Okay, GJ just closed with no wick in 5 minutes, but that's not a problem. I'm not in a 5 minute. I took this trade in 15 minutes here. Okay, so 45-minute candle has previous candle just closed like this here, rejection, and this candle is kind of moving up. So if this 45-minute candle breaks the high of the previous 45-minute candle, then we can expect a bullish move in GJ, which is totally matching with our analysis. Well, let's see how this will be going. We just need to break above these wicks over here. These wicks over here. So 9 minutes left here, and I think it should be moving up soon now if it has to move up, because from the past we know that whenever the market tests this area over here, then it just moves very fast to the upside. So yeah. If somebody wants to take a trade in gold, then he should wait for 6 more minutes for this candle to close. So just wait for this candle to close below this area over here, 1892.72 7, and if this candle closes below this area, then you can execute a sell trade. It's trying to break above these area over here. It need volume. It so we will be seeing a big candle breaking out. 4 minutes left here, so I think in the last few minutes we can see a breakout move. It's really trying hard here to move up, but it can only break out if there is volume in the market. And as this candle just broke above the high of the previous candle, that's a really good sign, and I can really, anticipate now and feel that it should be going up. So once it starts to break these wicks over here, and then it's really gone. So yeah, let's see here. Currently in 1.3 pips of profit right now. So let's see what should be my TP here if we go up. So okay, 1 hour candle just broke the high of the previous candle. Sorry, 30-minute broke above, and 1 hour also going up. Our TP should be, let's see here. Okay, so TP should be around 155.888. Let's set TP 155.888, which is here. So just waiting for the volume to push really up. Okay, it has just crossed above the green line. Now there should be volume coming in. Oops. So 2 minutes left for this 30-minute candle to close, and it should just leave this range behind to move up. Because once it will be leaving this area, then there will be no stoppage. It will be just moving up straight to the target. But right now it can just close under the range or do something like that, but that's the chances of that doing that is really low. So yeah, okay, so I think we are moving up now. Let's see how it goes. 3.8 pips for profit right now. Come on, man, I know you can do this. Just go up. Just go up. So if this candle closes up here, that means that we are leaving this range over here, and the next candle can break the high and eventually move up. So 1 minute left for this candle, really important candle here. Okay, it's gone. Once it breaks the wick on the left, it's gone. Then it will be rejecting this area here. Little bit, not much. Okay, it just broke the high. This area can be a crucial area. But the good thing is that this candle is now away from this area and now leaving the area behind. So this should be, with volume, can go straight up. Straight up. So currently in 5.3 pips of profit and increasing 6.2 pips. Okay, about to reach our target 7.5. This is the trade running. Look, it just rejected the same level from the left, but with volume it can surpass that level, because now look at this thing over here. It's just doing the exact same thing it did earlier. Look at this thing over here. Same thing happening, same thing. So with this candle it can just straight go up to this level over here. Okay, so the previous candle just closed with no wick, but that doesn't matter because from the left I can see that it can go up to this level for sure. Yeah, it just closed above that range, and this candle should be moving up. It can take a little bit time, but it will move up. Okay, let's see in the smaller time frames what is happening at this point. Okay, nothing. It's just the 5 minute candle is trying to get some support over here, and this will be the level of support. It can retrace back to this level, then can move up, because it has to create a lower wick in 30 minutes, and then it will be moving up. So that's the thing it's doing right now. So it can really come to our entry point, but I'm not going to close at the entry point, because I really think that this wick, this coming down is a formation of the liquidity wick, and once the liquidity wick will be forming, it should be reversing back and starts to go up. But the thing is, the previous candles just closed with no wick. But this 1 hour candle is still having 28 minutes to close. So yeah, it can move up. Look at this thing here. 4 hour candle is now moving up, created a liquidity wick, broke the high of the previous candle, now moving up, filling its own range. And I think this 4 hour candle should be moving to this point over here. Yeah. So let's see how this trade will be going. So what I'm going to do is, now I just want to be for a safer side, I'll just take my stop loss below this level over here, 155.662. The reason is, this range over here, you can see it's in a smaller time frame. It's in a 5 minute time frame support over here, and so that's why I have just kept my SL below that range. And this is our first range. It can reject this area, it can just come down to show us that okay, I'm gonna come down, just close your trade. But eventually it will be going up, rejecting this area, and the next candle will be moving up. So GJ just does that every time. It's doing the same thing here. Look at this thing, it just came down, rejected this area, now reversing back. All the time frames. Okay, it just closed with a rejection wick here. This 5 minute candle should be filling a little bit and should be moving up and break the high. That's what I think, because I think 30 minute candle has just created its liquidity wick here. So once this 5 minute candle breaks this high, it should be gone. Did you close partial? No, I did not close partials. I'll be waiting for a full TP till the, where is that point over here? Where is that point? Till, let me just tell you. Yeah, till 155.888. So this will be my full TP, and I'm gonna wait for this candle to just go to hit my full TP, 17.5 pips. I'm doing some exceptions here in this trade. That's because from the left, I have seen setups, exact same setups forming and rejecting the same area. So plus the thing is, now the previous big candle was a way for GBP JPY to get out of this area, to leave this zone behind and move to another zone over here. So by respecting and trusting that analysis and trusting the volume, I can say that this candle should be touching my TP. That's why I haven't closed anything. Look at this thing over here. It just did the same thing. It came down, rejected this area, created a liquidity wick, and this candle is moving up. Same 5-minute candle just broke above the high. So yeah. So let's see how this trade will be going. I'm in 7.7 pips, 7.2 pips of profit right now. Yesterday, I made profits in one trade, and where was that trade? And I took this trade yesterday also, but it did not work. Where is that place? I think, yeah, this is the place here. So yesterday I was expecting that GJ just went up, came down. Where's that candle? 1 hour. Okay, so yeah, this was the exact point yesterday. This was the exact point. I took a trade yesterday, hoping for the market to move up, because I knew that it will be going up to this level over here. But what it did was it just went up and came all the way down. So I just managed my risk. I got a 10 pips of stop loss, 12 pips of stop loss, and I closed everything around 6 pips. So that's how I managed my risk in this trade. So yesterday was a break-even day for me, and I think today we'll be making some profits. It's going up now. Still got 22 minutes left here. Slowly going up. Okay, so now you know what? I will be just not closing anything. I'll just, where is that tab? Okay, here you go. What I am doing is I'll just put my stop loss from here to, I think, at break even, I can say. Yeah. So if this 15-minute candle closes bullish, then I'm gonna shift my stop loss at break even with full position running, because chances of GJ to come down is really less. And this is how I'm gonna manage my risk right now. If this same candle just starts to go down and break its own low over here, at this point I will be closing half of the trade, because now I am not expecting this candle to come down and break its own low, because if this candle does that, then that means that the probability of going up is now less. So on the same side, I'll be very careful about this trade. but I really think that this will be going up in the next 20 minutes. It should be going up. Because look at this thing, this 5-minute candle did not go beyond this level over here, respected this area. And if a candle just go beyond this area, then that means that it's not respecting this area, and there is a very high chance that it can move down with volume because it has to break the support. So to break the support, the candles need volume in the market, and if that volume comes into the market, then a big candle will be forming, which can eventually go down to my stop loss area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close half here at this point, and what I want to do right now is that I just want to shift my stop loss a little bit more up under the 5-minute candle here. Yeah, so I have just shifted my stop loss under the 5-minute candle here. So now expecting this candle to just break up and go up. Come on, man, GJ. Really expecting a push in this 1 hour candle. Really expecting a push. I think this is something it is getting worried about. This area from the left. So right now in total I'll lose $5 in this trade if this candle just goes straight to my SL, and if I'm planning to close half at this point over here or at break even, then I might lose only $2.5 in this trade. So what will be my stop loss now? My stop loss is around only by closing the half only 1 pip, you can say. I just have a 1 pip risk in this trade. Gold rejected that area, I think. Yeah, I was right. Really need to see a candle close below this area, and then you can just take a sell trade. Come on, man, GJ, just go up. So now we got 1 hour 15 minutes here in the 4 hour candle to close, and in that 1 hour 15 minutes I think we can go up. This candle can be same size of the previous candle. Let's just check. Previous candle was about 29 pips, and there we go, our 29 pips here. 155, 948, 948. Yeah, because it can go up, wick up, and then reject that area to retrace back a little bit. So that's the thing it can do. But I'm not gonna move my TP up because this is the most this is the full range of GBP/JPY for me. And if we see the weekly here, oh, weekly is just looking up like a mess. Let's see here. Alright, so by looking at the weekly here, I think it's a wick fill and it can just go up to this point. Yeah, wick fill of the previous wick here and eventually this area here. So GJ is still in buys. Yeah. Stuck at 8 pips only. Come on, man. Just go up. Okay, 15-minute candle just closed a weak bearish candle here with a long rejection wick. So that means that this 15-minute candle, if this 15-minute candle breaks the high of the previous 15-minute candle, then there is a very high possibility that it can go up. And in the smaller time frames, it will be looking like a higher high. Yeah, it just came down, moved up, came down, it's moving up. So this was a high, this was a higher high, this was a higher low, this was a low. So it can starts to go up from this point because it has to make another higher high. So yeah. At any time it can break the high. So we got one trade here, which is GPP JPY buys. Let me just change the color. Blue is good. What? Yeah. GPJPY buys. I don't know the result right now, so let's wait. Okay, it has just break the high of the previous candle. Oh man, just go up. Rejecting the area. Let's see. Guys, just hold on a second. I need to take a call. Okay, so looks like it's coming down here. We'll be closing half on break even. It just went almost around. Yeah, exactly 9.4 pips. Let's see here in smaller time frames how this is looking. Okay, it's coming down, and this 5-minute candle can also reject the same area and can move up. But I will be very careful here because I know that if this candle starts to go down and break this wick over here, then there's a very high chance that this will be coming down. So I'll close half at the break even. That's why I am closing half at break even, and if this rejects the level and goes up, then it's good. Then there is more chance of going up. I really want this candle to close bullish, because if this candle closes bullish, then we will be getting our new support here, so our trade will be more safe at that point. That's why I want this candle to close bullish, because I know it can. Few seconds left, and in the last few seconds, if it just turns back and closes bullish, then that means that this is a liquidity grab for us and it should be moving up. 20 seconds. Okay, it's closing down. Now we can worry a little bit. Now we can worry a little bit. Because now it can just break these low over here and come to break even. But the good thing is our break even is far away from the lows, so yeah. Let's see what the gold is doing. Gold is just trying to go down. Okay, it's coming to the entry point. I'll just get ready to close the half. I have just closed the half position here. So once it breaks the low of the 5-minute candle on the left, I'll be closing another half at that point. I was expecting a rejection in this candle, but it just came all the way down. Oh, look at the rejection here. That's the rejection I was talking about. Look at this rejection. Yeah, still in the trade. So if the current 15-minute candle breaks the high here, I'm gonna re-enter the position. Yeah, that will be the break from the 30-minute also. So we are again in 6 pips of profit. Nice. How much we lost? We lost 0, I think. Lost around 27 cents. Still in the trade. up 5 pips already, and this 1 minute candle can give us what we want, these pips over here. So if the current, let's see here, if the current 5 minute candle breaks the high over here on the top, then gonna enter my risk back. Did you close trade on GJ? No. Nishal, you can see here, this is the trade on GJ here. I took 20 cent trade here, and I closed this half trade in 27 cent loss, you can say. And this is my half lot running. I closed the half when this candle just came back to my break even point. I closed half of the trade, and I am left with running half of the position. And I am thinking that this candle came down, bullish candle, this candle coming down. So the thing is, if this current candle breaks the low of the previous candle over here, which I don't think that it will break the low, and in case if this candle breaks the low of the previous candle, then I'm going to close another half. So at this in this way I'll be minimizing my losses over here. Come on, man, reject this area and just go up. I'm ready here to close another half. So 1 minute left for this 5 minute candle to close. Let's see. Okay, it's coming down, and once it breaks the low, I'll close another half. But if we get a rejection in this last 1 minute, then it will be great. I closed another half here and just stopped out. That was a good trade here. Even though we lost that trade, but managed risk properly. So I'll just show you how did I manage my risk. So look at this thing here. Took a 20 cent lot, closed half position in 27 cents, closed another half in around 2 pips, and this again in 2 pips. Total I just lost around 2 pips in this trade. So when you know how to minimize your risk, then you can just leave the trade open for some time to check that is your analysis is correct or what. Minus 2 pips. Okay, 15-minute candle dropping, 30-minute dropping, 1 hour dropping. Looks like liquidity wick has been creating in 1 hour. We can get another chance of executing a buy. That's what I think. We can get another chance. Okay, let's look at the gold. Gold is coming down now. Gold is going down. Okay, gold just closed like this here. Let's see what the gold has to say. This is the zone where you should not take a trade. This is the zone because the thing is you are currently going at support, and you can eventually reject that area. I think good sells will be below this area over here. If gold closes below 1889.30, then it will be a good sell. Range is also good. But I am not understanding why GBP JPY is going down. Hmm. 15 pip stops. Stop loss will be very big in gold. It will be dropping. Now it should drop. Yeah, it's dropping here. This was the point. 5, 6, 5, 5.2 pips. It dropped already. Okay. 3 minutes. Let's see here. Even in 3 minutes, the stop loss is very big. I think this was the execution point. Yeah. So now wait. So now let's just wait for gold to retrace back a little bit, and then we can sell. GJ just went opposite now. Okay. Yeah, it should stay below this area. If that happens, then yeah, it can go down. So it's creating a low over here. So now we need a rejection at this point, and then gold can just move down. But if this candle closes back here in the range, then cannot say anything. Because this is gold, so don't know. 15-minute candle is about to close. Should wait for some confirmations, I think. I think good buys in gold will be above this level. Why I am marking this area? Because when the gold will be moving up, then we know that it's now doing the same thing it did here. It just went all the way up to this area, right? So once the gold is close above this area, then we can take a buy trade, anticipating that the price will be moving firstly to this area and then eventually to this area. And if it starts to go down below this level over here, then I think we will be going down. So yeah. Oh, GJ is just going up. Look at the gold here. It just went down. So let's find some opportunities here. Let's see here. Okay, so what I think is I'm not gonna execute sells in gold because stop loss will be big. Good sells will be below 1889.30 because we have this clean range, and once that goes below that area, then that means it can move down. Look at this rejection over here. GJ is moving up, and I think it will be continue moving up. Okay, GJ is moving up here, and once it breaks the high, I am going to execute a buy. I have just executed a buy trade here, and I think it should be continue moving up. Yeah, gold is moving up now. Really think that we'll be staying away from gold today because there's news. So I've just closed half of the trade here. Closed another half. Another half here. Closed everything here. So yeah, that was the last trade for today, and now having a losing day here. Lost around 3% today. Yeah, but still in my risk target. So I'll take a leave from here, guys. Let's just take a leave, and if you are also just lost one or two trades today, so just turn off your computers and everything. Just take a leave and come back tomorrow again, because tomorrow is another day. So yeah, thank you for being online with me. Take care, everybody.